this summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers going to the air to start things out. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long. And the slot man goes in motion left. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. On the move past the 40. Look at the big fella go. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they showed passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A.J. Dillon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well. And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action yet. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play. Fielding just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Back to throw, Fields. And this will complete to Will Fuller. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 27, Fields. Caught on the right side by Jones. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Bears had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Now look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground. Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch that? Absolutely. You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll put Fuller in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all divisions...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Mecole Hardman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Fielding just outside the goal line. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick-6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the 1st as they kick this one away. And they would not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be a possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On first down, Fields. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Those defense for the Packers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. And inside give to Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was 3rd down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to 1st down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a 1st down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there. And he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Out of the gun, Fields. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line. To throw is Fields. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing again is Fields. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
What the
Throwing to
fuck?
start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but they just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
That After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0 charge.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them so far. I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right, throw it out the window. Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. He showed you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position. Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, there are several factors in play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles. But that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away. Pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters. But in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, if they hope to get back into this game.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go again to Jones. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, again to Jones. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Up the middle, Jones. And some room to roam now. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there. As that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A give to Jones. And he will maneuver his way down about the 7. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Fields. Got his man, and it's caught. Chicago touchdown. Odell Beckham, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are able to at least get 1 score back. Santos with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Santos to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
It's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now a 3rd down throw.
Oh, Jesus Christ, bro.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Fields. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now a first down throw, Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already? They're certainly winning.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Bears. On the move past the 40. And they will get the first down here as they move in the field goal range as well inside the 25. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial.
What the fuck?
The drive there is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Holy shit.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Meanwhile, Rodgers throw into the hands here of Hardman. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. They'll send a receiver in motion left. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They can still get a first down without scoring. Rodgers going to throw. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessful.
This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. To throw is Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Herbert. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Bad news, they didn't get it on 2nd down. The good news is they still only need about 3 or 4 inches here on 3rd.
And the good play callers have looked at both situations. They thought to themselves, okay, this call, I pick up the first down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is what I'm going to come back with in order to pick it up.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are pouring it on. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
They snap it to Fields. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback. But maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and it definitely showing that there's some fight still.
Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
And this is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice game. 33 yards that time.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Amari Rodgers there to make the grab. And the Packers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as Ed sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes his sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. The give is to Jones. And some room to work. There he goes left side. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Aaron Jones, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Santos able to tack on the extra point. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards, first down Packers. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Robert Quinn able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. And they'll send the slot in motion left. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And out across midfield down to the 45. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Room here to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Oh, the out route, he finds Hardman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Mecole Hardman, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Take it in at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one's pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
2nd and 10, Fields again. The left side completion to Jones. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point, where we're at in the 4th quarter, how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a contra, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they started rolling into that one. They want to put together a few more throws like that, and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Jones. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13, Fields. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Fields. And my goodness, another interception. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, You're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Green Bay, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.
Damn.